Alright guys, literally 5 seconds since the last VOD review. I'm gonna be uploading 2, maybe 3 tonight. It's gonna be a different video, so it's gonna be interesting. But
I think this is my setup.
yeah.
Yo, if I die unexpectedly, it's because I'm really bad, alright? Just expect every death to be with you. There? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, again, he's on a call with a teammate.
I am sorry, hello.
My HUD is literally not on my screen.
Yeah, you can disable and re-enable it.
Where?
Okay, so you press settings, you find the third option, HUD scale. Wow. They took it away. Okay, we need to drop.
No, this is a duos tournament, not a solo cash cup. This one's more for my
so
teammate.
Oh, my game's on 30%. Maybe that's why. Perhaps?
Yeah. I'm mostly gonna be looking at his comms, his positioning.
Best drop for, you have that?
I can go for it if you want me to.
Down to double.
Yeah, comms and positioning. We'll see maybe some more things that come out in this game. I haven't previewed this. Again, I'm sorry if there's any cussing from the streamers in question here. I'm gonna try my best to edit it out, but hopefully we'll make it through this one pretty clearly. So, yeah. So starting off with the position, you know, he's obviously landing not doghouse. Man, I'm tired. He's landing hotel. You know, this is Benji Fishy's drop. This is known as basically the best W key duelist spot. He's playing on EU, so he's on 93 ping. That's the main notes on this. EU is a very W key based format, and so if you look at, you know, a lot of EU players, or if you play EU yourself, you're gonna notice, oh my word, it doesn't matter what format it is, no matter how endgame based it is, until you hit top 300 point level, right? You're just going to be stuck in these awful lobbies where everybody's just storm pushing and basically just trying to gain as many points as they can, tooth and claw. And this was also on day 1. So, to be fair, this format sucked. I really hated this. It was elimination based. You got kills. My teammate and I, we got 11 kill win. I think it was our first game, right? And then we got a bunch of second places, and we would have qualified if we had gotten on the one win that we got second place. I'll be VOD reviewing that a different night. But yeah, just this kind of thing, knowing when to W key. In my opinion, you have anywhere between 3 and 4 games where you're just trying to get high kill games, pop off, and obviously if you get a win, that's a great amount of points. If you don't, you know, it's just a high kill games to get you started. You don't really have to break 30 points within your first game. If you can, obviously that's great. That's going to ensure you a spot in, like, you know, very stacked lobbies. And honestly, with this upcoming placement, you want to play fairly aggressive. I know for my duo and I, we're going to be playing very, very aggressive most of the time. Just W keying most people we see. Most people are taken really off guard. So yeah, let's just hop into this.
Sack that house. Where's the house to the right? I might go to it.
Okay, so I totally misread that. It looked like the marker was on hotel. But Bugha sees either that's a trap or a green pump. Or a green burst. So Bugha sees that. Stretch goes for hotel. He goes here. Yeah, that's a damage trap.
I think I have a guy landing on me.
Okay.
So again, 3D audio setting
I don't even know if
does not get the damage trap.
I don't even know.
So that's immediately.
Oh, wait, no, people did. They're guarding in now. Damn, my aim go hard. They're both main. Wow, that, like, I hate the FAMAS. Look.
Yeah. One thing Bugha does not do well is bloom management. This is something he has been practicing recently, but again, with this kind of ping, it's going to be, you know, problematic. But if you look at his AR aim, it's almost always this huge wide reticle. If you look at my last video, I mentioned this with his scar aim. He was getting horrible bloom. Well, part of it's just because, like, you know, he's blooming it up. He's not doing one tap firing approach. He's just kind of relying on bloom. But it's part of his playstyle.
I mean, we're blue showing.
I think that's a Twitch emote.
I have a blue tack.
It's a blue pump?
Wait, comms? Someone's on me.
Okay.
From south. He's like south of me behind this wall.
Okay,
He's
so he
gonna-
does take the big pot. I thought he wasn't going to. He was going to rely on an impact frag, but no,
He's
he
behind
takes it
this with
anyway.
SMG.
Oh yeah, I do see him. Hold on, give me a second. Give me like 10 seconds till I get behind him.
Okay, so this is really good comms right here. He's like, okay, I hear this guy on me. Stretch, I need your help. And Stretch immediately goes, give me 10 seconds. So Stretch is over at Hotel. He's, I think, somewhere in the middle. And Stretch just he knows Hotel well enough to be able to say, yeah, it's going to take me 10 seconds. So, just an interesting little thing. Little calm.
Should I,
It
like,
saves
build up
Bugha's
or
life
should I
right here.
stay?
And it's asking his teammate, yo, is he in a position that I can beam him? You know, or should I just stay here? And his teammate, I believe, says, I'm almost there. Give it 3 more seconds and then build. Now, if it were me, I would have personally built up and tried to beam this guy already. But again, they're playing it really as a well-oiled machine. So, yeah, just, this is something I'm going to work on. Just wait for your teammate, get your teammate
He's running away.
running. This gets so
and
bad.
everything.
Yeah, go on, just go on, just go on. I'm gonna collapse him. I'm gonna clear him, right?
He's dead.
Yeah,
You can go get
again,
his-
very easy bursty.
I have
Smart brother.
a mini for you.
Okay. Did he have shield or not?
Just get some
Yeah, I got
quick
something
mats,
on that.
quick mats.
Big mini.
Yeah.
He did not have any.
That guy
Yeah,
actually
kids,
probably
so
could have
whatever.
won
Yeah, I can
Oh,
see
wait,
it,
the
it's
but-
fight on most kids.
Kill this kid.
Yeah, I mean, let me get 7. Let me get 7. Damn him, just burn his nuts. 27 white, 50 white. Let's go.
Yeah, Bugha's just kind of laughing at this point. This guy's so bad. Yeah. Bugha's just like, yeah, no.
Those guys are good.
Wow, they are good.
Yeah.
Little comment on that guy, what he was doing. If you look at it, he had about, I'd say, 120, 130 mats. And it's 90 mats for a full box, 80 mats for a half box, and then just for 3 walls, that's 30 mats, right? Let's do this. Do this. Do this. No. Do this. And rotate behind mountain. That's what that guy could have done a lot better.
Wow. Wow. I'm gonna get their mats.
Bugha's just going for mats. He's not.
I got a big down here for you.
So,
Okay.
again, another thing, the power of positioning. This is Bugha's thing. First of all, with a pump shotgun, he takes a sniper. He does not take an SMG. He's taking that sniper. And this is something we saw in his solo Cash Cup game. And then second thing is him and Stretch, they take this kill. They say, we need mats more than we need these 2 kills. We know that the 3 teams dropped lazy, 2 or 3 teams. Don't remember seeing. And they say, well, we need the mats before we can fight these people. That's definitely something everybody should work on. The thing I find myself dying to most off spawn is just not having enough mats to play out a full box fight. And Bugha can win any box fight he has mats for. But right now, I mean, he actually probably could have done quite well. But he only had 144, 100-ish, and 100 right there. It might have been enough to win the box fight, but he might have died a lot faster. So you don't have to fast W key. You just do have to get the mats first.
Probably left side.
So starting off with 2 kills, 2
I'm gonna
points.
ramp on top of our building.
I don't know if this goes to a win. I'm just gonna VOD review as many
Yeah,
games as I need to.
Yeah, yeah, could be directions.
Through Bugha.
Or, yeah, 2 different teams. He's on top
Yeah,
of the building.
so I was
Staring
right.
him in the
3
back.
teams
He shot
landed.
him from middle buildings. He just got beamed.
Okay.
He got cracked from on me.
You can try aggressing, just don't go in yet.
Come on.
Again, amazing comms. You can try aggressing, just don't go in yet. Now Stretch actually he's pushing forward. Not all the way, of course, but he is pushing forward.
Almost with you.
I guarantee he's gonna.
Him dropping in.
Okay, so he does not get damage. I thought he was gonna take a significant amount of damage.
Spike trap right there. I'm gonna grab it. Hold on.
Is he in basement? I think he's basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Again,
pushing.
3D audio,
Are
Yeah,
they?
start with it.
headphones.
I don't know.
You see the edit lag a bit.
No, he's in here.
Okay, I'm gonna go from a different angle.
Okay.
Yeah, and just, these amazing comms.
I'm with you.
One. Okay.
These
Yeah.
kids
Yeah.
are playing the weirdest angles. Here, take a dig, take a dig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, weird angles. These guys are on any east. You see these slow edits. You see the accidental pump shot. I think Bugha realizes it. Maybe Stretch realizes it. But yeah, these kids are definitely playing from east servers, maybe even west servers, depending. Just looking at their ping. So
Okay, these kids are fucking psychos. I don't know what they're doing.
Oh my god.
Watch out for their
sorry about that.
taking a big. We need to like go back south and look for angles through the roof or some
Yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Some down. We'll get through this window.
Yeah.
might have a good one.
Again, knowing when to dip, knowing when you don't own enough real estate inside here. And he's just like, yeah, we're gonna look for a different angle. We're getting third partied. We don't want to push in, get low health, and then get pushed.
Okay.
Again,
I'm gonna go
I hate the fact that Bugha's not reloading right here.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that one team doesn't push over us.
Yeah.
Also, want to note one other thing. This is like a minor thing, but for you tech nerds, he's using a mouse bungee. I personally use a mouse bungee, but it's a cheap, effective way to control your cable. Makes it feel wireless. Obviously, you can see I can't move my cord past here. Can't move my cord past here. It's just a good way to make sure you're not having any kind of drag. There's no pull on your mouse. Your aim basically is unhindered. I think that actually does help with aim a little bit. It's just not as magical as Amazon reviews say.
I still have a trap that's kind of weird trap people on the swing.
Where are we sitting? Wait, they drop low? One's on the
Yeah,
side.
I'm
of the
looking on
building.
this building, outside the building.
Okay, yeah. This is where they drop.
This
He
might be
does
a
actually
different
miss the
kid.
shot,
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fighting a different
just
kid.
because
Alright,
he's
I can
on
help you.
90 ping.
He's just on my wall out here west. He's trying
Yeah,
to
20
water
foot
place.
off one.
Yeah, I'm going up.
Yeah, I'm going for root.
He is scuffing a
Straight
few
back.
builds because obviously it's
Drop, I
EU.
think.
But it's Bugha.
All shields. on the
Scuffing a
elite.
few shots as
90
well.
cracked. He's 1 HP. They're elite.
Okay, I'll put me on hit.
Can't
Go.
do anything with them. Yeah, I'm fine. The lead agent was on.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, we see him scuff 3 shots right here. That's basically unheard of for Bugha. So I think this is a warm-up round, as well as he's playing on a different ping. It takes a little while to get used to that, yeah.
Okay. All shields on the border end.
They're fighting each other.
Yeah, 20 white off the borderlands. In the bottom. Dead.
Nice.
Nice stretch.
Look for the other one. Unload on
Ran
me.
with the kill.
Yep.
Bugha
Good
doesn't
angles.
grab the SMG.
Yeah.
Bugha doesn't drop all the way in
Yeah,
either.
he's in that box. I'm spraying.
Doesn't grab the
He's rushing
cone.
on you. Crack.
Oh my god.
I'm coming.
Bro, he just jumped straight through it.
27 pump. And that's why I don't take pumps quite as much. Bugha gets the kill.
Yeah, you got this.
Gets the purple log. That's like it's a stroke of Bugha luck. He gets some of the best loot I think I've ever seen.
It's like it's
Don't
two
say
sides.
marketable.
Oh my god.
Again, this guy's got 3 shots.
Maybe rush the
This is a really great technique. If you're running forward, look down, wait till the cone's halfway through, like an EJ dash, right? Place the cone. Or not the cone, the stair. Really great way to protect yourself. Something Bala, TW, Great Battle Review channel, said on a Benji Fishy Mongrel one. If you build one wall to protect yourself from somebody out of zone, then you build a second wall, accidentally, sometimes on purpose. But then if you build that second wall, you might as well place a third build. Just put a stair like that. It actually protects. It protects so much more than you would expect. It's actually pretty insane. Basically, people can't come in from this angle. People can't toss nades. People can barely come in through this angle. Just because of the way, again, camera angles. Unless they're using double movement bots, in which case, it only barely helps against
Maybe
nades.
no one else can maybe as well. Remember that?
Yeah.
Just a very, very effective
Pick up
technique.
one, maybe.
Oh wait.
Yeah, maybe. You killed him. Or you knocked him. You knocked him.
Takes a great pump for stretch, I guess. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that
That
kid
makes sense.
like was jumping and then he just b-hopped straight through my wall as I was holding it.
okay,
Like,
so
he was literally just jumping and holding mouse 1, and I'm holding my wall, and he just like jumps straight through it.
Oh, there's
It's
3 chests here, so.
Yeah.
Again, just the knowledge you can build
35
right around
we
this
need to
3-bit
press
van.
fast and good every teamwork kids.
Yeah.
Having an AUG and a SCAR and like a big tack is gonna be really, really good. We should try to kill the kids here and go out and clean up
Down.
everyone.
Here, take a. Drop you 100 mess. You should be able to hit all these and get shield. Pump 2.
Yeah, hopefully.
Why can't I like hold W after I jump? It's like, oh, wait, close.
I got
Low ground, main.
Okay, first of all, the comms there. Second of all, if you use a ducky 1-2 mini keyboard, there's a current glitch with the software. You can't hit 2 at once. You can hit 3, but not 2, I think. I don't know. I saw a guy on Twitter tweeting about it. He was pretty frustrated.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm reloading though. Okay, I'm gonna take a big cover quick, hold on. He's looking for
I hit him 40.
Great shot. Good comms as usual. That's not something I think a lot of people have to work on, is saying, oh, I hit him. Some people do. If you do, if you've also been dropped by a lot of squads, teammates from Discord or something, then you probably know that, like, it's not fun getting dropped, first of all, but it's also probably because you had bad comms. That's the thing I hear the most from kids that are, looking for a new duo. Obviously, I've dropped quite a few duos over having bad comms like that, and it's nothing personal. It's just like if you're not talking, you're not talking, and if you're not talking, I have no clue what I'm rushing into. I'm running it blind. Then you blame me for not rezzing you after you died and not telling me anything. And please, do not just run in, die, hit him once for 40 shield, and say, he's one shot, bro. This is something I've had to work on. My instinct is, oh, I hit him so-and-so, he's one shot, bro, right? I have no clue what health he started at. I have no clue what health he's currently at. I say, this is how much I hit him for, assume he has 200 HP. Something I've been working on. If any of you have played with me before, that's obviously you know that I do that way too much. Yeah, again, also just a really great little note here. He places the wall, then he places this gun. He's just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go for protected cover right here. And this guy, he's, I think, right around here, maybe behind that wall. He can still peek out, but because it's left side, he's not going to be able to shoot him while he's jumping in. If he does, it's going to be for like 10. It's not going to be for anything major. Again, this is something I noted in the Solo Cash Cup VOD reviews. Sometimes I think VOD reviewers give pros a little too much credit, but in watching Bugha, he's so intentional with everything he does, everything he places. Yeah, it's kind of ingrained in him. But at the same time, it's something he just kind of naturally
Big.
do.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just holding high. He
Can't build
dropped.
it. Can't build it.
Cracked him.
Yeah, go attack. I can't build either.
He's 1 HP.
Staying attack. 30 white, 30 white.
Dead.
Yeah. That's kind of a bad... That's actually a good example of what I was saying. He's 1 HP. He wasn't. He was 70 HP. Yeah. It worked out,
attack
but...
We
with the
can,
RPG.
we can go to that loot if you want. There might be like extra mats.
Fuck the mats, honestly. Let's go.
Okay.
I need AR ammo. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Wait a second. Old bandit game, I think it's worth here. Dude, this bug is actually pissing me off. Is it new or like
I'm not getting a bug.
I'm holding.
Pretty sure that's a ducky 1 too
Maybe
many
it's your keyboard.
issue. Yeah. Maybe it's the keyword. Oh, yeah.
You have rockets for me? I don't know. Oh,
That does look
yeah,
very
6.
infuriating.
I think I just saw a guy.
Yeah, he's right there. It is so bad. Like maybe the worst.
Okay.
6 rockets on
Alright.
me. Actually, go for
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, but knockouts ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, that was...
Wow, mid.
That's a solid 2. So, when I say, oh, he's so bad, let's AR him, 3, 2, 1. That's how it normally goes. I might hit him once. Don't know about my teammate. Depends on the teammate. Please, make sure that you are, like, that you have your reticle, like, straight on, the smallest bloom possible, so you at least hit him once. This is something, again, I mentioned with Bugha. He's very bad at bloom management, and I guess so is Stretch.
It's every single shot.
Yeah, he like moved. I don't know. That was weird. He has ADS.
And if you're stuck building in water, just tunnel out to land. It's worth the quote-unquote waste of mats.
Try to get him to peek, spray him.
I'm gonna RPG once. Monkey staring.
Would have been cool if he hit that, and he didn't. Again, this is kind of how most of my fights.
I break. You kill.
Yeah.
Here.
Let's go.
Actually, might be.
Dropped a, didn't take a blue sniper there.
Get
Again,
a move,
he's...
go down.
Bugha's not great at, like, getting better loot, but he doesn't
Really
need
killing the blue shot right now, like,
the better sniper,
feeling
the
the
better
shower,
loot.
right?
It's
what just
not.
happened?
It's not really
Bro,
necessary for
This game
him.
is so fucking buggy right now. Donald, what are you doing?
Donald.
Grow up.
Grow up, bro.
Donald Mustard's, I guess, the head of
I look
bug
at you as, like, the worst
fixes.
PTSD coming down this fucking thing every time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
You are not a good
it's a
player.
boat strat. I do it like a quad crasher, neither of which is actually very effective. It's better to just drop down.
Yeah, yeah. Me,
Doesn't
I
really
think
save
you're
time
good.
if you get stuck accidentally.
Here, just ramp close. I'm gonna ramp this building. You look for shots maybe on the side.
Okay. I'm gonna boost and then hop on the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Going up.
Yeah.
Again,
Mark
smooth.
Yeah, he's going up. I'm
The
not
thing that
connecting.
Bugha does the best, and this is one of the things that makes him so good, is he knows how to use creative warrior high ground retakes in actual games. So this is something I've been trying to emulate, is like endgames. For example, I was in a 2v2 a couple nights ago, last night's, so I guess the 20th Winter Royale night. We were on the verge of a win. We were ultimate low ground in deep water. And I saw that I had a ton of mats, and I've been practicing high ground retakes for upwards of 6 hours in creative, right? I felt really confident. And I went in, and I got sprayed by 2 people, and this is something I'm going to show in maybe a different VOD review, maybe this VOD review. I know it's somewhere in this huge 3 hour, 16-minute thing that I'm not going to VOD the whole thing of. But just that awareness, and then also the ability to see how many mats you have, and then choose what retake you do, and then have the mechanics to be able to just do the retake. No matter who's spraying at you, don't get stuck behind one build if you're doing it. And obviously that was a very simple high ground take. It wasn't really a retake, it was really just a 90. But yeah, just knowing what to use, when, and then being able to do it. Something that all of us could use practice on.
I hit him 20.
Six blue.
His boy's trying to ramp up.
Yeah.
20 on his boy.
Again,
Okay.
really
Okay, I'm
wish
gonna trace up,
Bugha
I'll
had
trace up,
reloaded
it's
the
so
AUG
bad.
any of these 60 times he
30
could have.
crack.
On it.
White.
He was
the
not
other guy's
cracked until Stretch
Okay,
cracked
got
him.
my finish. Give me a second.
on shield.
Something I
Did
don't
crack
really
him?
struggle
He's
with.
jumping.
Yeah, now he did actually crack him.
What is he doing? White.
Dead.
Yeah.
Double RPG.
Bugha could have actually used
Double
all of the
second
health
big.
there.
Okay.
Don't think Stretch actually did end up needing
I
it.
have 3 bigs for minutes.
Yeah,
Go.
Bugha drops the
You
sniper.
see
He
him
hasn't
make
hit a
sure
snipe yet.
We'll be fine. What's up there? RPG.
So he's just like,
Yeah, RPG
yeah.
and 6 rockets. So
Should I
double
keep
RPG.
Dandy
Um,
Cannon over it or no?
Nah, fuck the Vatican.
He does go back for the sniper, I think?
this
No.
way. Dude,
Picks up the SMG.
piece of
Okay.
shit, man.
Did not-
Every time.
Did not expect that.
Every time I go to my inventory and get out.
Are you on your Matrix keyboard again?
Yeah, it's like this is fine though. Keep-
Oh, he's on a Matrix. Okay, so it wasn't Ducky Went Too Many. My bad. Because that's Matrix.
Yeah.
Imagine having more than one
RPG,
keyboard.
let's just fucking-
Which would be nice.
It's 15 points for a win. It's really big.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay, so this is first night. Again, the format was horrible. It's all about kills, not about placement.
He needs to get 30.
Again, I don't know if they got the win.
People south.
I think
Okay.
they get the win. I mean, it's Bugha and Stretch in a 0-point lobby,
I don't know. That kid's wearing the white.
so we'll see.
They were terrible.
Yeah, they did. The way that kid's like E-Nest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll
Back
bounce.
here.
Maybe that kid's like Emad, yeah.
Hold on. Close on me. 33 blue. 6 blue.
I hit the aura.
Yeah. Emad. He is well known at this point because he will play 24 hour or 48 hours of solo cash cups on every region, and he is the best high ping player. Wouldn't say he's anywhere near the best player, but he's a very good player. He knows how to adapt to certain situations, difficulties, and just all that stuff. He's cool. You should check him out. Might post a link on screen. I don't know. or in the description. So yeah.
55.
One hit.
Coming up. That's all you.
30 feet white. Dead. Taking a minute before I finish. Hold on.
Is boys coming up south of you? I cracked him, he's boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my box.
Again, laggy edit. High ping. Other than that,
Floppers 4.
I want to go back and re-examine this fight.
30 feet lit.
So right here,
60.
again, horrible bloom management. Dude, it kills me every time I see that. And he also had an SMG. He should not have been using the AUG. Obviously, if he did hit it, that would be very good. But with an SMG, it just sprays so much faster and still does more wall damage. I think it's a lot more effective at that range.
I hit the aura, 55.
One hit.
Coming up.
Good
That's all you.
comms.
30 feet white. Dead.
So again, just notice the small things. He moves out this way, then he moves up. You last saw the aura over here, and so he looks here, you know, just to be like, well, where's he at? You know, as it turned out, the aura was under here, and he was moving this way. Good expectation from Bugha. Still didn't quite get it.
Is boys coming up south of you?
You saw him moving
Cracked
right
him,
there.
cracked him.
Cracked him.
Yeah, in my
I
box.
get it.
Dead.
Couldn't see Stretch's perspective, but I would imagine that was just kind of an aim battle.
Pretty big. Take it big.
Yeah, I can hold.
Let's keep going. Keep going.
P90. There's
Takes the
three bigs. Are you
P90.
holding shield?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Max one, yes. Boat right in front of me.
That guy's so bad.
Money,
Dead.
money,
Huh, yeah.
RPG that.
So,
This
boy.
bloom management, right. Don't get me wrong, doing a hip fire move, that's Bugha's signature move, is he has the kind of accuracy, he can hip fire hit, right, and still, he can hip fire hit. That's basically kind of his claim to fame. You know, he doesn't have to ADS. That said, he's a lot better close range with an AUG. His long range or medium range bloom management really isn't the best. Just one tap firing is good. Again, if you're using anything like this, he relies too much on bloom. Yeah, don't rely too much on bloom. Don't rely too much on one tap firing. Find a good balance for you. You know, it differs from person to person, from accuracy to accuracy.
He was driving towards southwest, maybe towards the cabin over here by the fight.
How do I get your RPG? Point didn't hit it. I don't know.
It did.
I mean, it didn't hit.
Also, I want to talk about a specific glitch in Fortnite that's really annoying. If you ever notice that you've hit somebody for more than 100 whites, and they're still alive, it's a server lag issue, but basically it won't go away for about 30 seconds. So if you ever do hit somebody for like 130 white, and there's no reason they should be alive, back off. Waste all your mats getting out of there. You need to stay alive for 30 seconds, and then you need to find a way to kill them without getting up close in case the glitch is still active. This is a thing mostly in creative, but sometimes it's happened to me in arena duos matches and scrims. It's pretty annoying.
You do damage, like,
I don't know if anybody else has had that
No, build
experience,
face
so let me
southwest
know.
in the forest.
Let me know if you have.
Yeah, I see that.
We
Let's
can
go
Yeah.
with no RPG on that.
Build fight in the forest.
I have seven closer
I have 4.
Again, really good comms. We're chilling. Now, one thing I would like to comment on is Bugha's mechanical skill. Obviously, it's amazing. Obviously, his comms are good. Obviously, he has a really great teammate. The thing that separates him from a lot of players I see, or even a lot of pro players that you see signed to orgs, this is confidence. He's like, I've won the World Cup. I know that I'm the best player in the game. I don't have to prove that to anybody. It's just how he rolls. And again, we're only 12 minutes and 13 seconds into the game. It's already 19 people left.
I can't even imagine how free it is for these fucking
Barring,
kids. It's just W
you know, a
kicks,
392 snipe, I believe Bugha and Stretch should get this win.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping them.
So, yeah, ready?
So yeah, just carry yourself with confidence.
3, 2,
You
1.
went up. No, I'm gonna go up. I'm just gonna go up and get height.
Yeah, so he was going to launch the rocket launcher, and instead of just launching it from a distance, he sees, okay, I have 4 ammo. It can only deal 85 damage. Let's wait till we get a little closer, and then I can pump combo it, AUG combo it, or SMG combo it.
Yeah.
Or Stretch can combo it, you know.
Look at me.
That's the great thing about Duo is you have a teammate.
Yeah, thank you.
He reinforces him.
This tree is like giving me.
Yeah, no.
Epic, please nerf trees. They're very annoying. Thank you.
Trying to get up.
It's like kind of fucking me.
You actually do see a bit of lag here.
Oh my god,
I hate that kid 9.
Bloom management.
RPG.
This other guy obviously
RPGing
does
his teammate.
a little bit better bloom management
RPGs
than
as
Bugha.
well.
Bro, I don't even know what they're doing. This is like kind of a creep. We need to go. Let's just go down to something.
I cracked the one. Okay, I'm down to go. It's far.
Yeah, this is just a really good spot. And scrims, you know, you have zone surge to contend with. You might want to just get tags, back off, break one shield, hands off. One really amazing tip for scrims that it took me a very long time to learn is don't just chase one kill. If you do that, you're most likely to get sniped, RPG'd, or focused. Go for bursts, you know? Shoot for, I found like 2.5 seconds is the max amount of time you can really open yourself up unless there's one guy on the side of zone. That's your only chance at getting hit. Yeah, 3 seconds is 2.5 to 3 seconds is a good limit. If you kill the person, great. If you don't, they're low health. You might get the kill to storm. Somebody else might snatch the kill. But it's better that you don't die than you maybe even get the point and get sniped or naded or RPG'd or focused. Yeah.
Die if we don't, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just don't
Everyone
get beam. We'll
think
kill
it's
them on the, yeah.
Now for a 0-point lobby, this
No,
game
Dude,
is
this
actually
is
fairly
actually the most
stacked.
annoying shit ever.
Again, another thing I want to note is the way they move around the map. They follow zones, but then they also go to where they know that fights are taking place. And really, don't be afraid to take fights, because they give you health back. You know, he's sitting here at 168 health. He probably should use a big blob, but he's like, no, I can get an impact frag. That's one thing that's huge with Bugha. He impact frags a ton. It's just kind of his playstyle. He knows he can win most fights, and if he doesn't, if he can't, he has stretch to back him up.
What is that? What are these guys doing? They're
I
like
don't know, I
base
cracked
guns.
them though, like they're really bad.
Let's just keep going northwest so that we can be in their path when they come out.
Go up here. We need to make sure our path's clear through here. And then
Again, so they're looking to hold them in zone. They're looking to make sure their path is clear. And then they're also looking to make sure, like, you know, do I have everything set so we can, you know, restore this kill? Even if these guys, theoretically, heal all the way up, they're totally chilling. You know. If they're coming out of storm, they might be 10 tick damaged, or they might be, you know, down to 40 health. 10 health. You know, it just kind of depends. They might have floppers, they might have slow push, they might have a bandy cannon. Yeah, a whole number of things.
I'm kind of down to W key like every single game.
I mean,
Yeah, this is something I've noticed for Winter Royale. W keying's the way. Unfortunately, it's not my favorite playstyle, but it's definitely one that I think everybody has to just start doing. It's the way Epic wants it to be played, especially with duos. You only have 3,000 mats max between you and your duo, so you have to impact frag. If you don't, you know, it's not looking too good.
Yeah, unless we have like hella points, and I feel like you kind of have to play for win and picks. I don't even know. Maybe you have to
Like,
WK. I don't know.
I'm
Exactly.
down to just W key until we have the lead to win the game, like for sure.
That's probably a good idea.
And then if we get an RPG early, I'm down to W key off an RPG because we can.
Again, they're sitting at 11 points. They're pretty big chilling. If they get this
We
win
get like 4 after.
with, you know, no more kills, right, which is very unlikely. I think they pop off and win the game. They would get 26 points, right? And this is what my teammate and I did first game. Is we got a 26 point game.
Hours.
Well, that's kinda
What
where
do
it
we
stopped.
need, like, points? Like 100?
I don't know. Below me, 2 knockoffs, beam, guy on the front. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Correct.
I'll
1
do-
HP.
Oh
Right.
man,
Right.
that was
RPG is
amazing.
Too.
Again, we see Bugha hip
Read
firing.
defense.
Ready,
Okay,
ready,
keep
ready.
framing.
Yeah, you ready? 3, 2,
I
1,
saw
go.
you. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Bugha getting the thirst here instead of,
Get Swordfish.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
and get him.
yep, more P90.
Swordfish.
Okay.
You can aggress.
Covers the floor.
Popping. Drop my RPG.
1 hit.
You
Dead.
good? Holy shit. He hit you for like so much.
Get a big pump, yeah.
Yeah, gold pump.
Need to go in.
Drops
got
the
my
AUG.
RPG. There's floppers up here.
Drops the AUG.
Do you just want to pop surffish minis right now? I can roll flops.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, makes sense.
That kid hit me so fucking hard.
Yeah, I saw.
Again, doesn't
Like,
really
I
with the
was holding my
SMG.
deck out in his
Really,
face, he had some
really
he
hate
was
that.
holding-
Yeah. Rotate's fine. There's
There we
kids.
go, we finally did it.
They.
Dropped the AUG. That's an interesting choice. Most players, especially Benji and Mongrel, never would drop an AUG, especially not for a Scar. I would never do it. Just the bloom alone is better. You can get triple dinks. You can get better headshots. Obviously, a 72 every now and again is nice, but I think AUGs are the meta. Now, obviously, Bugha is the best player in the world. I'm not. So maybe there's something we can learn from his use of the Scar. Consistently being able to break walls, you know. Being able to continuously spray. Personally, I think the AUG's better than for that, but you know, it's Bugha's the bro here.
Yeah, they don't look bad. The way they're away.
Yeah, like you're doing your cape. You to right here, watch out, they're beaming you.
Oh, that was you.
Again, amazing comms from Stretch. Amazing comms. Careful, they're beaming. Before they even start shooting. I don't know if his audio cues did that and told him. I don't know if he saw them and was just kind of looking for picks, and then he was like, oh, they're about to beam me. But that was really great comms. Bugha's now playing on hard mats. He has 500 wood, 350 brick, switches to metal.
Yeah, I don't want this other team to come clean up. I'm down. I'm base right here.
Yeah, base up.
Shoot, I think I did. Yeah, I made it 0.75 speed. My bad.
I'm gonna, double RPG in the middle, okay?
I
Okay,
dropped
so-
RPG, I dropped.
He decides to base up here, which is weird positioning. One RPG can drop him down. He's on a roof. Roofs in Fortnite are broken. I personally wouldn't have taken that position, but he does. I guess he doesn't burn an extra 90 mats going up.
I can spray. He's popping a big.
Yeah, do it. Hit him for 100.
Nice.
Nice.
Might
Good
be
stuff,
easy.
Stretch.
Be careful the kid on top.
I'm gonna
Using
RPG on
RPG.
high.
Yeah, most of the kids on all of these.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Yo, behind us,
They were NA.
They're sending nades. I cracked one.
Okay.
Okay, we need to.
Maybe drop down.
Again, this is what I was saying about the roof.
Nades.
Nades.
They're really good.
Yeah,
Cracked one.
exactly. Oh,
Swing
shoot.
inside.
One hit.
Oh, over there. Tried nading.
Drop.
I cracked one.
I'm building a long, okay?
Okay, we need to.
Maybe drop down.
Right here.
Try nading.
Drop me rocket.
Oh my gosh,
Nades.
bro.
Nades.
They're really good.
The roof. Told you it would come back to bite him. It did. He doesn't waste time farming the roof. That's something I would have done, but obviously his edits are good enough. He's able to escape this, but for me personally, I wouldn't have taken that roof position. Maybe we would have taken something on the side. Maybe gone up with Stretch,
Building a long snake.
especially
That's
with
fine. Those kids are
the
fine.
amount of lag.
Tried nading.
Drop me rockets.
Yep.
Rockets.
Yo, I'm kind of down to go fight those kids southwest. I cracked one. They looked really bad.
Southwest.
Yeah, the kids with caves. Like those kids that's just.
Yeah. I'm RPGing.
Like he's wood ramping.
Start ramping. Yeah, start ramping.
Yeah. I guess late game when you're playing duos, don't build out of wood. Save that for really, really, really late. Don't be afraid to take mid ground while your teammate takes height. It might be better to be able to drop both out.
Watch your back. Cover your back.
Okay.
Swing inside.
One hit.
Oh, you?
Dead.
Nice. His
Yeah,
boy.
we'll see. Stretch didn't even take a hit. That's just Stretch being a really good teammate, holding up his end.
On low ground coming up.
Okay.
Again, Bugha
Coming.
missing shots just because of EU lag.
He's dead.
Boom,
Let's go.
dead.
Rockets.
No.
Look at his ammo. 527, 183, 1013, 5, 5, 28. Three big pots, 3 floppers. I'm just gonna leave that all highlighted. Just as a reminder,
Let's rotate on the
look
edge
back
so we
at
can
it.
Try to play isolated side so we can get
Okay.
heavy key.
We need to make sure we win. We need to, I think we need a power play for height. You have RPG
Yeah,
still,
RPG,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. That's the decision right there. Obviously, this isn't a stacked end game, but most of the Winter Royale games that people watching this are going to be playing aren't. It's about deciding like when to power play for height. You see the kids building out of wood up above that hill. You know, they're about to come back over because I believe one of them was about to cone. But they're right there. I believe they're 3. They have RPGs. That's all out of wood. They're just like, yeah, we can power play for height. 4 other duos left. We're chilling.
But you can probably just kill everyone without even making it to end game.
Probably.
Boom.
I just don't want to be. Yeah, we need to probably.
They got
play these
pre-RPG.
kids hard. Maybe even get in.
Yeah.
Spray that kid in the back. That guy's water placing are crazy. We need to grief them.
Yeah. I'm RPGing the Hyatt team.
Try to get beam. See if we can just get a pick.
Yeah.
Like,
I
maybe
guess
shoot
this
him
is
out.
why he took Scar, being able to consistently spray long range. Personally, I think Augs are better for that. I guess it just depends on your playstyle. You know, if you play more like Bugha, maybe you run pump SMG as your thing. You know, or you play more like Stretch, where you go for rockets, tac shotgun, explodes, and just like being able to close range.
I got the door.
Shoot the bottom. Shoot the bottom.
Yeah. I'm gonna start working
And
on
he
the
doesn't
side door,
reload.
on the one close.
He has the ammo.
Oh my god. What the hell?
Gets
Yeah.
tagged basically out of nowhere.
Low. They're both on low.
Yeah, is the brick wall there?
They're on low. Yeah.
Tagged
Yeah.
5.
I'm about to get on height then. I just
Yeah,
got
let's fight
pumped.
this kid. Let's fight this kid.
I cracked him. He's weak. We
Yeah.
need to aggress. I'm going on his wall.
Yeah.
Ramped up.
I'm just spraying him.
Dead.
Boom, 220. Also, the auto pickup. That's so annoying. But if you auto pick somebody up, if you have died to that, you can literally turn off enable auto open doors, turn it back on. You won't have to deal with it. But you have to do it at the start of every game. It's really stupid. But
Where is he? He's below.
I don't even know where he went.
yeah. It's a little bit more consistent that way. You
On
know.
low ground on me.
Yo, we have half. We have half.
Okay.
Boom, you get circle.
Just
It's
get
now
I'm gonna get up in third party
it's
that
almost
fight.
end game.
Yeah.
Boom.
They're like fighting in there, man.
Here comes the height power play. As soon as they get a height, they're set up for the win.
On low ground. Dude, I'm going over. He's
Yeah,
Yeah,
not a
they
huge
put in
surprise.
tags.
It's Bugha.
Be careful. These
Um,
boys crazy.
Now, one thing that's very interesting to me is Stretch doesn't come play high ground with the RPG. Stretch he's like, yeah, I'll push in. They have to rotate towards me, and you can cover me.
I'm gonna stand height and hold them. You just support me, okay?
Right too.
Yeah,
One's on
exactly
top.
what I said.
Yeah, these are the not bad kids. 35.
These are the not bad kids. Yeah.
Yo, wait, one's under me trying to come up. Yeah, I'm getting RPG. They're pressuring me hard.
Yeah. Trying to get up. I'm getting
You know,
RPG.
maybe not a total height power play.
Wow.
I got dropped. Fine.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
2 kids under me, I think.
I'm gonna keep reloading my RPG. Make sure go to the.
They're RPGing you. Oh my god.
Yeah. Miss.
I'm going up to the ramps. I want to make sure we don't get chopped.
Yeah, I feel like we probably won't be able to.
Even if he
Those
does,
two
he
kids
has
could just
3
be working at
floppers.
us, that's my issue.
I feel like the other team would shoot at them. Yeah, I don't know. 8's a lot of points for a win, by the way.
I know. Just don't even get in. Just play height safe.
Yeah.
Like 15 points over 2 kills. Like
Yeah.
Were there actually math on the kid that you finished?
no, I don't think so.
Realizes he only has 9 builds in metal. Probably wants to save that for later in endgame. Personally, I think if he had swapped the RPG for the P90, it would have been a better trade right now. He could knock out the
Let's wait for
kid.
first moving, that should be free.
Just in there.
I might try to sprint up first moving.
Yeah, you could, and I'll support you. I might fight down
I
there.
feel we should just play together.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Okay, we can,
northwest. Yeah, they're coming up. Southwest, RPG.
Again, this is the not bad
They're
kids.
trying to come through. He's literally built
Yeah.
fighting for right.
Yeah.
Okay, that was clutch.
We love him.
Okay, RPG'd him out again.
Yeah, we need to make sure the team
I only
under
have-
us then doesn't do it.
Yeah. I only have one more rocket.
Okay, I have 0.
This guy's probably scuffed on mats. Like he went from watch out to southeast.
Above
That's the last
him.
rocket.
Okay.
Okay.
Southwest?
Yeah.
Oh,
Did kind of waste rockets there.
They're not even going to zone.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to
Here,
drop.
I'm
We
good.
need to drop.
Yeah, below me, below me. One in my box.
Yep, you can get out.
I
dropped.
fucked.
Okay. Dude, I just
Damn.
got dinged. Holy shit. I'm looking at spraying that kid out. Spray him out.
Can't.
He dropped on it next to you low.
One it.
Nice. Okay, it's these two
Nice.
kids. I'm popping flop.
Okay.
They're ramping up. They're trying to hold us.
Yeah, I'm ramping up too.
Yep, I'm supporting you.
Yeah.
I hit him
Um,
36. That guy on low, we need to pressure him. I cracked
You
him.
need to fight that
Oh
kid.
my god. Oh me.
On low ground.
Lucky
He's
Good.
Doing
dead.
amazing tunneling mechanics. Knows to drop down. Take a flopper.
He's down to
Oh.
90 You're gonna get your finish.
Let's go.
Oh. Okay, and yeah, that was mechanics side cone jump. I want to actually go back. That was so
Popping
fast.
flop.
Pops the flopper.
He's down to zone. You're gonna get your finish.
Let's go.
Boom. Jumps to the side. That's something that everybody should learn. Now for me, the thing I struggle with that. So this is a ramp. This is, the tarp that guy was on. I do this. On Bugha, this is him. I'm gonna make this like a huge thing. He's sitting literally half on, half off. Yeah. Amazing game. Bugha and stretch. Team communication. All-time high. Amazing duo, amazing mechanics, amazing game sense. At a certain point, it comes down to each of the two guys can hold their own. Stretch plays a lot more aggressively, a lot more up close. Bugha, comes in from the back. He's there to support. If we look at, I want to see how many points they ended with.
Yeah, 'cause these kids have like so many rockets.
19. Hold up. If he had 19 eliminations and there's a 15, yeah, there we go. So he ended on 34 points. Yeah, that's a GG. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. So, see you in the next one.